This guy's very funny. He's from Stony Point. Keep it going for the very funny Roy Belser.
I have learned that there's no such thing as a grade B egg. No one has ever gone to the grocery store and come home with a dozen grade B eggs. And I find that to be rather remarkable. We have B students, B movies, B cup sizes, yet all across the country there are millions and millions of chickens. And every day they lay millions and millions of eggs. And every one of them is grade A. What are the odds of that? And I think to myself, what if we as human beings could do that? Every one of us here, all of our children, all of our grandchildren, we would all be Mozarts and Einsteins, titans of industries. Every one of us, grade A. And I think that it's kind of embarrassing as a human being to think that we consider ourselves to be the superior species on the planet, yet when it comes to something as fundamental as reproduction, we have been outsmarted by chickens. I've also learned that there are certain traffic lights that are always red for me. There's certain lights that I know, no matter what time of day or night, no matter what day of the week, I know before I even get there that I'm going to have to stop and I'm going to have to wait, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's this one traffic light in particular right out here on Route 59 that I go through several times a day, and I've never once made it through this traffic light when it was green. And it has occurred to me that if that traffic light is always green for, or it's always red for me, there's somebody else out there that it's always green for. And I want to meet that person. I want to know what they're like. And I'm not looking for the person who's the opposite of me, because I figure that traffic light on Route 59, the way I see it, the person that's the opposite of me is stuck at the same light, headed toward the town of Suffern, when I'm headed towards Spring Valley. And that person would be easy to find. I mean, I'm a boy, she'd be a girl. I'm white, she'd be black. I'm straight, she'd be gay. So the next time I run into a black lesbian, I will know who's on the other side of that traffic light. And I already know the first question I'm going to ask her. It's going to be, what is it about the town of Suffern that attracts so many black lesbians? But you see, I'm not looking for the person that's the opposite of me. I'm looking for the person that's perpendicular to me. I'm looking for the person that's headed to Jersey. And I have no idea what that would be like. You know, I figure I've been around for a while. I remember when safe sex meant that her husband wasn't home. I grew up in a home that had a rotary phone connected to a party line in a town where everybody had 4-digit phone numbers. And now I carry around a phone that's smarter than I am. My car has its own phone number, and I don't even know what the number is. I've tried looking it up in the phone book. I looked under Malibu. Figure it must be unlisted. And I've wondered what happens when people call my car and I'm not in it. Like, I wonder what it talks about. I wonder what it says about me. You know? There's a lot of new technologies in cars, all kinds of gadgets, and but there's one technology I've been waiting forever for some manufacturer to develop, and they never have. So I've decided to develop it myself, and I installed it in my own car. And the way it works is this. Like when you're driving along and you got somebody riding your bumper, and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? What I've developed, and what happens now is, I can open up my sunroof, and this pops out. It says, "Back up, bitch." Makes me feel good, you know? Even though I can't do anything about it, makes me feel good, okay? And then there are those people who have never fully appreciated the beauty and the just sheer magic of the directional signal. So for these people, I've developed this one. And it says, "Up yours, buddy." Okay? And then I wanted something that was a little more versatile, something that had, you know, was multi-purposed. So for that one, I developed this one. And you probably noticed, you can probably see that I put a little more thought into this one than I did the other ones. You see, I mounted this one on a round pole so that I can rotate it. You know? I can rotate it in any direction I need to. And I can use it for any purpose I want. And I got one more for you. And this one says, "Thanks for being here." And I hope you had a couple of yucks, and I hope you had a couple of laughs, and thanks for coming out. Thanks very much.
Right here in